Hello Precise Pilates people, this class is dynamic mat work. It's an express class, so it's roughly 30 to 35 minutes. It's going to be quite intense and we'll be moving through your exercises a little bit quicker than normal. So if you need to stop and rest at any time, you can pause the video or you can just switch out one exercise for a resting period. The exercises are going to flow in sequence a little bit differently to our normal class, and our warm-up is going to be very fluid. So we're going to start standing upright. We're going to begin with the shoulders melting down the back, knees are soft. Take a nice soft breath in, fill through the lungs, and then exhale, sink the ribs to the hips. Now we're going to begin with arm prep, so exhale, float the arms on up. The shoulders are drawing down as the ribs draw towards the hips on the exhale. Inhale, arms down by your sides. Good, let's do 4. Exhale, arm prep, ribs drawing towards the hips as the arms float up, shoulders down. Inhale to lower. Good, try not to lean back. Exhale, arm prep. Inhale to lower. Good, 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. Good, exhale, arm prep. Take a nice deep exhale to lift. And as you inhale to lower arms to your side, start to drop the chin to the chest. Exhale, sink the ribs towards the hips. Start to roll the head in front of the belt line, sinking the head forwards and down towards the mat. At the bottom of your roll down, take a deep breath in. Push through the heels. Exhale, scoot through the belly and start to stack the vertebrae upright. Lift through the crown. Inhale here. Exhale, arm prep. Shoulders down. Inhale, arms to your side. Chin to chest. Exhale, sink and roll through the roll down. Allowing the back to open up gradually, you can have bent knees. Take a breath in at the bottom and exhale to push through the heels, scooping through the belly to lift. Good, let's do another. Exhale, arm prep. Inhale, arms to side. Chin to chest and melt. Good, take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale, push through the heels, scoop the belly and roll. Let's add on again. Lift yourself upright. Exhale, arm prep. Ribs drawing in and down. Inhale, arms to side. Exhale, sink and roll forwards and down through the roll down, softening or bending the knees to meet the mat. Take a soft breath in here. Keep the head loose from the neck. Exhale, scoot the belly, walk the hands forwards. Come to your 4-point kneeling box. Hands as wide as the mat. 2 press-ups. Shoulders down. Inhale, nose down between the hands. Exhale, push off strong. Inhale down, keep the shoulders gliding down your back. Exhale, push off strong. Bring the hands back to the box. Take a deep breath in, tucking toes under. Exhale, push against the toes. Lift the hips, roll the weight back towards the heels, bending through the knees. Walking hands back towards your feet. Take a soft breath in. Exhale, roll back on up through the vertebrae, lifting yourself upright. Let's do that again. A deep breath in at the top. Exhale, arm prep. Inhale, arms to side. Chin to chest. Exhale, sink. Roll through the roll down. Bending the knees to bring your fingers to the mat. Take your breath in. Walk your fingertips forwards. Exhale, bending through the knees. Stick with 3 level 1 press up, or walk your hands forwards for 3 in level 2, chest between the hands. Inhale the chest down, exhale, push off strong. Shoulders down, draw the elbows towards the back of your mat. Once you've done your 3 press-ups, walk the hands back to the box position under the shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale. Lift the hips, pull the weight back towards the heels, exhaling, walking fingers back towards your feet. Take a deep breath in at the bottom, exhaling to roll upright. Let's do 2 more. Lift yourself, take a deep exhale as you float to arm prep. Inhale, arms by side. Chin drops to chest, exhale, sink and roll forwards and down. Good, walking out. Exhaling as we bring knees to mat. If you'd like, 3 or 4 level 1 or level 2 press-ups. Shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale, push off. Chest down between the arms for level 2. Nose down for level 1. Once you've done your press ups, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, tucking the toes. A deep exhale to lift the hips up, pushing the heels back. Walking the feet, hands back to the feet with bent or soft knees. Inhale here. Exhale, roll to the top. Our last round. Take a deep exhale as we float the arms on up. Shoulder blades drawing down. Inhale, arms to side, chin to chest. Sink and roll, exhale, flattening those abdominals, ribs towards the hips. Bending at the knees, inhaling at the bottom, exhaling to walk hands into the box position, knees coming to the mat. Take your hands as wide as your mat for 4 level 1, or hands 2 paces in front for level 2. Chest between the hands. Inhale, exhale, push off. Shoulder blades gliding down, try not to strain the neck. Keep the tummy lifted and engaged. Once you've done your 3 or 4 press-ups, level 1, level 2, hands back to the box, we're not rolling up. We're going to take a deep breath in, pulling the buttocks back towards the heels, walking fingertips forwards. Coming into child's pose, dropping the forehead forwards onto the mat to rest. Allow your pelvic floor to soften and release. Notice that the abdominals are also resting between your thighs. 3 long deep inhales and exhales. Beautiful. From here, slide your hands down to face height, push off, and come into your 4-point kneeling position once more. We're going in for horse kick. You can add in some arm progressions if you need. We're starting with shoulders drawing down and switching on to T-zone. Make sure you switch on pelvic floor and those abdominals. Keeping the belt line parallel, we're going to slide the leg behind us, squeezing the glute max to lengthen the leg. Now when you just squeeze your glute, just to lift your foot a paper's width from the mat, inhale, the knee moves in and down. Extend the leg behind you, pressing out through the heel, squeezing your glutes. Inhale in, shoulders drawing down, exhale, push off. For those of you that are comfortable working in horse kick, and would like to add a progression, your opposite arm is going to go into a swimming arm position. So as we reach on out, opposite arm and leg, coming into swimming more or less, we're going to inhale, knee moves in towards the center line, hand can tap the knee, exhale, reach on out, draw the shoulder blade down. Inhale in, and exhale, push out through the heel. Try to think about keeping the belt line parallel, don't shift side to side. If you're losing your balance, take the hand away. Just work through the horse kick itself. Beautiful. Let's do 3. Exhale, extend through the arm, draw the shoulder blade down, squeeze the glute. Last one. Come back to the box. If you need to rest in child's pose, drop the glutes back. We're going to take it to the other side. Starting with your horse kick if you choose. Shoulder blades drawing down, switching back onto pelvic floor and abdominals. Sliding the leg on out, keeping the belt line parallel to the mat. We're going to squeeze the glute max to lift the weight of the foot. Inhale, the knee moves in and down, don't change the shape of your box. Extend the leg, squeezing the glute, pressing out through the heel. Horse kick being the foundation level of this exercise. You can always come back to this if you just want to work just the glutes. Adding in your arm swimming variation, you can tap your knee, exhale, extend the arm, draw the shoulder blade down. As you press out through the heel, squeezing the glute max. Inhale, knee moves in, you can tap your knee, exhale, extend, drawing the shoulder blade down. Remember, the shoulders and the pelvis want to stay level. So think about keeping your box from shifting side to side. We'd like a really strong abdominal connection. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your box, take a nice deep breath in, draw your glutes back towards your heels, rest back and down. Have time off the pelvic floor and abdominals. The next exercise is going to be internal rotations in 4-point kneeling box. We're coming back up to this position. You could swap this out for your spine twist in seated if you want to be off your wrists. So from this position, switching onto the T-zone, making sure we've got a lovely strong box. We're going to take one hand off the mat, drawing the shoulder blade from the ear, reach it out to the side. Now I want you to touch your temples with your fingertips, your elbows floating parallel over the mat. As we exhale, we're going to rotate the arm underneath the supporting arm towards the hip bone, turning our eye line to look over our tricep, and then inhale to bring the chest back parallel over the mat, the elbow floating. Exhale to rotate in, under and through, threading the arm towards the opposite hip bone, looking over the tricep with the eyes, and then inhale to unthread. Exhale, keeping the hips and the belt line from twisting, it stays parallel. We get the same motion as we were in our oblique curl 1 on the mat. Keep the shoulder blade of the supporting arm drawing down from the earlobe. Exhale and inhale. Let's do 2 and 1. Hand back to the mat. You can have a little rest in child's pose, or we can move to the other side to continue. I'm showing you a different angle now. So with the T-zone switched on, the hand comes off the mat. Fingertips are resting on the temple. This shoulder blade of the supporting arm is drawing down. As we exhale, we rotate the elbow underneath the supporting arm to draw it towards the hip bone of the opposite pelvis. We're looking over our tricep. Inhale, we unrotate and bring the chest parallel once more. Exhale and inhale. Really working strong to keep the upper back connected so that each time you bring the chest back parallel to the mat, the shoulder blades are not up in the earlobes. This lovely rotation is just like your oblique curl 1 on the mat, except because we are using gravity's connection to the abdominals, we're able to support the spine and not move it too much into flexion. Good. Let's do 2. Exhale and inhale. 1 more. Good. Inhale, chest comes back parallel, hands on the mat. Draw the glutes back towards the heels. You can widen through the knees, walk the fingertips forwards and drop the head to the mat. Have a little rest and a wiggle side to side. You should feel the upper back is quite strongly connected. And we're going to move on into side lying. Bring yourself up and transition to side lying, having a pillow close at hand if you need. We're starting with legs in 45 degrees for clam 1. Hand on the top hip bone, rotate it forwards. Exhale deeply, push the top hip bone down to lift the bottom waist. Good. From this position, flattening through the abdominals, squeeze the heels. Exhale, open clam 1 and inhale to close. Keeping the top hip bone forwards, exhale, squeeze and open. Inhale to close. Really think about not shifting through the lower back or the pelvis. Squeezing and pressing the heels to switch on the glute medius. Exhale and inhale. Now those of you that want to stay with clam 1, you can stick with this variation for 6 more repetitions. Or join me in clam kick out. Squeeze, exhale, open. Extend the top leg at hip height. Rotate it down from the hip joint. Good. Bring the heels back together. Squeeze the heels and close. Exhale, clam, open. Inhale, lengthen. Turn it down from the hip joint. Exhale, heels back together. Squeeze. Inhale, close. 4 more. Squeeze, exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Turn it down from the hip. Exhale, soles together, knee high and close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Squeeze. Open. Close. Close clam. Last one. Squeeze and lengthen. Heels together. Press and close. Wonderful. Stay switched on. From this point, we're moving into hot potato. Keeping the bottom leg bent at 45, the top leg will straighten. Now I want you to make sure the bottom waist is lifted from the mat. You're flattening those abdominals. Leg is at about hip height. A gentle rotation down from the hip joint. We're going to sweep the leg forwards to align the two thighs. Tap, tap the toe for hot potato. Slide the leg back, exhale, squeezing glute max. Tap, tap. Good, inhale, sweep forwards. Tap, tap. Exhale, squeezing the glute max, push the heel behind your body. Tap, tap. Keep the top hip forwards, forwards. Tap, tap. Exhale, back. Tap, tap. Good, inhale, forwards at hip height. Tap, tap. Push the heel back. Tap, tap. Exhale, good. Let's do 3. Inhale, tap, tap. Exhale, push it back. Tap, tap. 2 more. Keep the bottom waist lifted. Tap, tap. Beautiful. We're on our final one for this hot potato side kick. Sweep the leg forwards. Inhale, tap, tap. Push the leg back. Exhale, tap, tap. Beautiful. Rest the legs in 45. Have a little break off of that top hip bone. Beautiful. The next exercise is our side balance, which is a side plank variation. Stay down, do 10 reps of your double leg lift on this side, and then 10 of your clam 2 if you're not joining me in side balance. I'm going to position myself on my bottom forearm, drawing my shoulder just back from the bottom elbow joint. My legs are at 45 degrees. This is level 1. You could stay here, breathe and hold, lifting the bottom waist, pushing the top hip bone down. If you're comfortable, the next position for level 2 would be to lift that bottom hip bone off the mat and gently push the hips forward to align yourself more in a straight line. Keep drawing the shoulder blade down. Push the top hip bone down to feel the bottom waist ignite. This is your level 2. Level 3, extend the top leg, pushing the toe into the mat, pushing off that bottom waist through the shoulder and the elbow. Good. Take a deep breath in. You can reach the arm on up, turning your eye line to look at the fingertips. You could breathe and hold in balance, or we could exhale, rotate down, under and through, turning the eye line to look at the elbow joint. Good. Inhale to unrotate. Lift the bottom waist as you extend the arm, eyes on that thumb. Exhale to rotate down, under and through. Good. Inhale to unrotate. Lift the bottom waist, extend the arm. Try to keep this bottom shoulder off of the bottom wrist. Good. Exhale to rotate, turning the eye line. Inhale to lift the waist, push off the bottom forearm. Good. Let's do 3. Rotate. Push. Inhale and lift. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 1 more to make 8. Exhale. And inhale, lift. Keeping the bottom waist lifted, let's undo. Bring the legs back together. Bring the bottom hip to the mat. Soften and bring the chest down to the mat. Good. Those of you that are working in those alternate exercises, continue working if you choose. We're going to go into thoracic openings. Bring that bottom arm extended out from the chest, the top palm on top. Find the bottom waist, keep the top hip forwards and switch on to the T-zone. Start to slide the top arm forwards, inhale. Exhale, start to lift the arm to the ceiling, eye on the thumb. Push the palm behind you, sending the top hip forwards to stretch the chest. Good. Inhale, arm to the ceiling. Close, exhale, palm to palm. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Fingertips to the ceiling. Push the top hip forwards, lift the bottom waist. Exhale, push the palm behind you. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. 2 more. Reach. Exhale to lift that arm on up over the chest and then push it behind you. The bottom waist lifted, please. Inhale. And exhale, close. Final one. Really getting a lovely chest stretch. Bring the arm back to the ceiling and close. Good, and have a small rest. Let's push ourselves off and change sides. We're going to repeat that side lying sequence, starting with clam 1. Good, from this position, legs are at 45. Top hip bone forwards. Exhale, lift the bottom waist. Push the top hip bone down. From here, exhale to flatten through those abdominals and press the heels together. Exhale, opening clam 1. Inhale to close. Squeeze, exhale, open. Inhale to close. We're going for 12 repetitions in total here. Some of you may want to stick with your clam 1 for 6 more repetitions here. I'm moving into clam kick out. Squeeze the heels, exhale, open. Lengthen and extend the leg at hip height, turn it down from the hip. Exhale, heels come back together, squeeze and close. Exhale, clam. Extension, inhale, turn it down from the hip. Exhale, soles together, squeeze, inhale, close. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, turn it down. Exhale, heels together, squeeze. Inhale, close. 3 more. Squeeze, lengthen. Heels together, press and close. Good. Squeeze, lengthen out. Really turn the leg down from the hip. Heels together, press and close. Final one. Squeeze and open. Extension, inhale. Exhale, heels together, press and close. Beautiful. Staying switched on, bottom waist lifted. Bottom leg stays bent, the top leg will shoot long. At hip height, a little turn down from the hip joint, please. We're going to inhale, sweep the top leg forwards. Exhale, tap, tap the toes. Sweep the leg back, exhale. Squeezing the glute max, keeping the top hip forwards. Half, half, tap, tap. Good, inhale, forwards. Half, half, tap, tap. Exhale, squeeze the glute, push it back. Exhale, half, half, tap, tap. Inhale, forwards. Half, half. Exhale, back. Half, half. Inhale, forwards. Keep the leg at hip height. Try not to move back, particularly as you press the heel back in that exhale and it travels behind the body. We want to keep this little turn down from the hip joint and the bottom waist lifted. Last 2. Last one, inhale forwards, half, half. Exhale, push the heel back, squeezing glute max. Half, half. Good, rest the legs at 45 for your break. Side balance or double leg lift for 10 and 10 clam 2. Pushing yourself up onto your forearm, draw the shoulder just back from the elbow joint. The knees can stay stacked at 45 for your level 1, pushing the top hip bone down, lifting the bottom waist. Level 2, keeping the legs stacked, we lift up the bottom hip bone and we gently push the hips into an alignment of knee, hip and shoulder. You want to lift the bottom waist by pushing off the forearm. That's your level 2. Level 3, the top leg extends. You push into your big toe into the mat to push the top hip bone down. And this is your level 3. Extend the arm up from the chest. Turn the eye line to look at the thumb. You could just hold and breathe for 10 breaths. Otherwise, we're going to rotate the arm down, under and through, threading underneath that supporting arm, turning our eye line to look at our elbow. Inhale to lift, push off that bottom forearm, lifting the bottom waist, hand to the ceiling, eye on thumb. Exhale, rotation. Good. Inhale, lift. Look at that lift of the waist, pushing off that extended leg or off the knees or off the hips. Good. Exhale, rotation. Lift, inhale, push. Good. Exhale. And inhale. Your rotation comes at your waistline, just like your spine twist. If it's uncomfortable on the shoulder, come back to your double leg lift. Beautiful. Our final 2. Really lift the bottom waist. Exhale, rotation. Inhale, lift on up. Pull the shoulder back from the elbow joint. Good. Last one. Lift. From this position, keep the bottom waist lifted. Reverse. Bring 2 knees together. Level 2. Bring the hips down. Level 1. Bring yourself all the way down. Come back to your mat for your thoracic rotations. Bottom arm extends on out. If you're still working in double leg lift, clam 2, continue where you're going. Find the bottom waist, make sure the top hip bone is forwards. Starting with the T-zone switching on, exhale. Inhale, reach the top hand forwards. Exhale, hand moves to the ceiling, arm the thumb. Push the palm behind you, keep the top hip forwards, the bottom waist up to get your chest stretch. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Close palm to palm, 4 more. Slide and reach, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, push the palm behind you. Try not to twist through the lower back or the pelvis. Inhale, fingertips to ceiling. Exhale, close, keep it going. Slide and reach, inhale, keep that top hip here. Fingertips to the ceiling, exhale, push the palm behind you. Good, inhale. Close those palms, exhale. Last 2. Reach. Fingertips to the ceiling. Really, really beautiful chest stretch, exhale. Good. Let's do last one here. Reach. Fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, keeping the top hip bone forwards, the bottom waist lifted, a beautiful chest stretch. Fingertips to the ceiling. Close, palm to palm, exhale. Good, have a little rest. From this position, push yourself on up. We're going to actually come into seated. We'll do a little bit of our half roll back positioning. For those of you that are not comfortable with half roll back, the alternative would be to lay on your back and begin with some beautiful pelvic curl. At least 5 repetitions. You could add traction arms overhead for that lovely stretch if you'd like. I'm going to begin with a half roll back. So, knees are bent, hands are underneath the thighs, lift the spine. You want to sit upright on the sit bones and float the sternum to switch on the T-zone. Inhale, pelvic floor, exhale, abdominals. Start on your next exhale. Drop the tailbone underneath to release the lumbar spine. Drop the chin to chest and exhale to release the ribs to hips and scoop out the belly and roll back. From this position, take a lovely soft breath in, looking down at that flat tummy. Exhale, start to roll your forehead to your knees, scooping out the belly. And then lift yourself upright, inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, tailbone release, chin to chest, sink down, rib to hip, scoop out the belly and gently roll back. Inhale to hold. Exhale to roll the forehead to the knees, coming up small and rounded, scooping the belly. Inhale to lift. Beautiful. You can gradually roll further back up the spine, starting at the very base of the lumbar spine connection on the mat. As you move through these half rollbacks. It's your choice to stay shallow, particularly if you find half rollback challenging to keep the feet on the mat. We're going to do 2 more. And now we're going to add on. So for those of you that want to stick with half rollback, you can stick with half rollback. I'm going to move into half rollback, make a wish. So I'm going to roll back into this half rollback position on the exhale. Inhale, hold through the belly, keep the chin tucked to chest, float the arms. Now I'm going to open up one arm to the side, reaching the arm out at 45 degrees, keeping the scoop. Inhale, bring the arm back over the thigh, reach the arm out to the side, exhale, press down through the heels, inhale to center. Exhale, roll the forehead to the knees to scoop the belly and come up rounded. Reach your hands to your heels, so you're really rounded over your thighs, and then inhale to lift. Keep bent knees if you choose, or start to straighten out the legs if you want. Again, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest on the exhale, ribs to hips and scoop. Hold this positioning, pressing the feet down, hands over the thighs, inhale. Exhale, arm out to the side. You can rotate out through the chest. Inhale to center. Exhale, make a wish. Inhale to center. You could do 2 on each side. Coming back to half roll back in the middle. Returning on the inward breath. Exhaling to scoop the belly, rolling forehead to knees, reaching the hands towards the heels. And lifting upright. Good, you can do 2 more repetitions of those. Adding in your make a wish. or come back to half roll back, or come back to spine stretch if you're not feeling comfortable. Making sure that you take the time to really establish a beautiful scoop of those abdominals in the half roll back position, which is quite challenging to do when you're talking. You want to make sure when you round forwards, you reach your hands to your heels to scoop that belly and round over your legs. Let's make this your final round of half roll back. Good. Reach on the exhale. Scooping the belly to roll over the thighs. And then inhale to lift yourself upright. Beautiful. Let's straighten out the legs for the spine stretch. We're just going to do 4 here, and then we're going to look at our spine twist seated tailors. Lift yourself. Take your deep breath in for pelvic floor. Exhale, T-zone. Float the arms over the shins once more. Try and think about keeping the buttocks on the mat. Flex the feet, push the heels down and together. On your exhale, scoop the belly. Reach fingertips and the crown of the head over the toes as you dive and reach. Inhale to softly float yourself upright, stacking the vertebrae tall one at a time. Exhale, dive and reach, scooping the belly, fingertips and the crown of the head over the toes. Good. Slowly inhale, lifting the spinal column one vertebrae at a time upright. 2 more. Press the heels together and down. Exhale, dive and reach, C-curve over the legs. Good. Inhale, slowly come upright. Last one. Exhale, dive and reach. Inhale, slowly come upright. If you are laying on your back in supine and you'd like to join us for our spine twist seated tailors, please sit yourself upright. I'm taking a V stance. You can choose cross-legged or Bentley V-sit if you choose. I've got a little flex of the feet. I'm going to lift myself upright. You can use a prop under your buttocks if you need. Switch onto your T-zone, lifting the pelvic floor as you lift the spine. Exhale, abdominals. You want that connection of your belt done up over your hips. We're going to bring the hands into our spine twist position. Shoulder blades draw down, elbows soft. Start with spine twist. Press your feet into the mat. Exhale to rotate underneath your waistline. Rotate and allow your head to travel with that leading thumb. And then inhale, come back to center, shoulders down. Exhale, spine twist. Good. Inhale to center. Let's do another spine twist here. Exhale, spine twist. Inhaling to center. One more, spine twist. Keep yourself upright. Inhale to center. For those of you that want to continue with spine twist, continue on. Otherwise, I'd like you to press your forearms together, rotating your palms towards your face. Squeeze the elbows shut, widen through the shoulders. Now we're going to open up into a stop sign position, and then exhale, come into stop sign activation, widening through the arms. Take your breath in. Press your feet into the mat. Exhale, spine twist. Good. Inhale to center. Shoulders down, elbows soft. Exhale, spine twist. Keep the buttocks on the mat. Inhale to center. Seated tail up. Press the elbows together. Exhale, open up. Tuck the chin to chest. Widen through the shoulders. Open up. Inhale into your stop sign activation. Hands at face height. Exhale, stop sign switches onto that mid back. Reach the arms long. Inhale. Exhale, spine twist. Inhale to center. Keep it going. Exhale, spine twist. Inhale to center. Press the forearms. Exhale, squeezing the elbows together. Widen through the shoulders. Inhale, open up to stop sign. Exhale, stop sign on. Reach the arms. Good, let's do 2. Spine twist, exhale. Inhale to center. Spine twist, exhale. Inhale to center. Close the forearms. Exhale, squeeze the elbows, tuck the chin to chest. Inhale, open up to stop sign. Exhale, stop sign on. Last one, lengthen the arms. Inhale. Exhale, spine twist, twisting through that rib cage. Inhale to center. Exhale, spine twist. Inhale to center. Good. Exhale, press the elbows together, opening up through that upper back, dropping the chin to chest. Inhale, open up to stop sign. Exhale, turn it on one last time. Feel that connection to your mid-back. Press the feet down into the mat. Release the arms and bend the knees. Good job. Beautiful. So that is a 30-minute Express Dynamic Mat Work class. We're going to do some cat and cow and some rolling up. So we're going to come back into our box position. Now I'm going to go through cat and cow. We're only going to do a few repetitions each way. Hand is back, stacked underneath the shoulder, knees under the hip bones. Switch onto the T-zone for me, soften the shoulders from the ears. Take a lovely soft breath in. On an exhale, we're going to scoop the belly and start to round the upper back towards the ceiling. Press away from your palms, widen through the shoulders as they lift towards the ceiling, drop the chin to chest and drop your tailbone under. Good. You should have a lovely angry cat stretch here across that back. And then as you inhale, slowly return to your neutral box. Let's move in the opposite direction. As you exhale, we're going to draw the shoulder blades down. Gently lift your gaze to look ahead as you allow your tailbone to gently lift and a small arch appear in your lower back. Lovely. Inhale, come back to neutral. There should be a difference between those two positions. Exhale, scoop the belly, round the upper back towards the ceiling. Send the shoulders apart by pressing into those arms. Tailbone, chin tucks under, angry cat. Inhale, come back to neutral box, drawing the shoulder blades softly down. Now on this exhale, we glide the shoulder blades further down into the waistline to lift the eye line, gently lifting the tailbone and allowing the pelvis to tilt forwards, just to lift into that lower back position. Good. Inhale, come back to your neutral box. From this position, tuck your toes under. You can have a small rock forwards and back for that lovely foot stretch. Keep the T-zone working. We're going to come up through downward dog or into standing as you choose. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, push into the ball of your foot. Scoop the belly and lift the knees into our 4-point hover. Lift the hips, exhale, push the heels back and down. Keep the hips high. Walk through the feet for a few breaths if you choose, pedaling out your calves. Keep pushing off of the shoulders and the palms. Keep the hips lifted high, the belly tight. Bring both heels to the mat, softening through the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, scoop through the belly. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Realign your feet into hip width. Have a little nod of the head for yes and no to release tension from the neck. On your next exhale, we're going to scoop the belly, start to roll ourselves upright to stand tall, stacking the vertebrae once more. Lift the spine, lift the crown. Take a deep breath in. Let's do 2 roll downs. Exhale, chin to chest, sink the ribs towards the hips. Good. Exhale, let the head loosen from the neck, arms heavy from the armpit joint as you gently roll forwards and down. Take your breath in at the bottom, softening the knees if you need. Exhale, scoop through the belly. Start to lift the vertebrae upright one at a time. Lift the shoulders, lift the chin and the sternum, relax the shoulders down. Inhale at the top, chin to chest. Exhale, sink and roll. Take a deep breath in at the bottom and hold. Nod your head for yes, and if you were to say no, allow the arms to dangle and draw a few circles. On your next exhale, scoop through the belly, push through the legs, switching on the legs and the core, and then stack the vertebrae upright one at a time. Lift the chin and the sternum, shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And you're all done. Beautiful. So that's a 30-minute Express Dynamic Mat Work class. You can see that the transitions between the exercises are a lot quicker. You need to have a good understanding of your body within a neutral position, a C-curve spine, and in an extended position, because you do move through those positions of the spine a little bit quicker and a little bit more fluidly. Hope you enjoyed the class. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time on the mat. Bye.